Welcome to HoN 101, and this video is about map awareness. That's right, as you saw at the very beginning of the video, where you saw the rangers are ranging at the other players for not calling missing in action. Yeah, that's the problem here. A lot of people are getting really intimidated by other players that are not calling missing in action. Those players need to stop and think what they did wrong here. What they did wrong here is that they did not pay attention to the map. Yes, the map itself is the most vital, the most important aspect to your game, to Heroes of North and every other game actually. And here's the funny side is that maybe you, but most of the bad players pay attention to chat log more than the map. You're doing it wrong. If you are really zoned out, like focusing on the screen itself, harassing and trying to kill the creeps, last hitting the creeps, you're doing it wrong. You can't be zoned out on specifically the screen. You have to watch the other things such as map and time and the opponent's items and your allies' items and look at their positions. So there's many ways you have to pay attention to instead of looking at just the screen itself. You cannot ignore everything else besides the screen. That is just wrong. Wrong. Really. Now, there's many reasons that you have to look at the map. One of the reasons is your opponents. It will give you knowledge where your opponents are and where their positions are. And sometimes they give you like little hint that, oh, this guy is actually warded in this specific place. Now you can counter ward it. So that's really important to watch the map. That's really. As for myself, I actually watch the map maybe around 70% of the time. So that's probably every 5 to seconds or so I look at the map. But really, so when to know to look at the map, there's a couple ways to do it. Is if there is nothing to last hit the creeps, you can look at the map. If there is if your opponent's not harassing you, and you can look at the map. And if you're jungling, you can look at the map most of the time because you are just auto-attacking the jungle creeps. That's all you're going to do. So what other things you can do besides killing the jungle creeps? Look at the opponent's items. Look at the map. Look at everything besides it, like I already told you about earlier. So, now, like a sample, if you're in the top lane, and you gave yourself just less than a second look at the map, and you saw just one speck of middle enemy, the enemy at the middle, it's actually going towards the top. It's just one little speck, less than a second, just saw it, barely saw that it was moving to the north, to the top lane. That's when you need to know when to hook the tower and stay there until the enemy's creeps comes back, or the enemies come back to the middle lane. So that way you can save yourself. So the map awareness can save you and your allies a lot more than you can think. And thank you for listening to and watching the video, and hope you can tune in for the next video of HoN 101. Thank you.